Hello and welcome. It's Eva and I'm showing you a new baby, a new Mossy journal. This is Cadence, probably it's something Turkish. Moss media, moss effect media, the combination of grass and moss effect. The cover is made with two different types of fabric and two different types of layers. The upper cover is strengthened with cardstock, and inside it's soft, so that it would add more. It should be more flexible because inside it's quite big. So here you can see this is a piece of linen, if I'm right calling this fabric, and the linen is gray. Naturally it's gray, it's rough, it's not colored, and on it I also added a coating of this moss effect paste. It's quite rough, and it's not soft. It doesn't create this soft plush effect, but at the same time it looks really nice. Okay, and this is my handmade paper. It's some paper that I made a couple of years ago with seeds and with rain water. Okay, so these are not twigs. These are the pieces of bark that I peeled off the twigs, or that were naturally peeled. I mean, all twigs that I found on the ground, but I strengthened them so they are not supposed to go like squeezed or crushed. Well, I strengthened them from the inside, but I wanted this cork effect on the twigs. Oh, it's nice. They are like, I like them. They see interesting. I will definitely collect more. And this is rough flax fiber that I bought a couple of years ago from one of the handmade crafters, and I left many pieces loose so that you can really enjoy. This is flax that we grow in Belarus and produce this exact fabric there. And some cotton beneath, and then some cotton thread to sew it. So it's both sewn and glued, so it won't fall. I hope. I know. 2 signatures, and just a very rough and not neat at all closure, made of the same fabric that you have inside. And this is the tag. The tag is as rustic and as rough as everything here. A combination of different acrylic paints and stamping. And this is the first piece. This one is at the old page from a very old book, and you can probably even see actually it costs 26 kopecks, and it was given for sale in the year in the 16th, but in fact I bought it's a piece or a page from a music book, with music sheets, and so the book itself is much older. One more tag that you can decorate with die cuts or printouts or whatever, and for notes. Also, this is good for writing notes. These are decoupaged napkins, the patterns that I finally found best place for them. Okay, and this is the first signature is made of an envelope. And you can see this envelope, it's quite big. And also I've put here one piece to write on, which you can put in pictures. So one more bag, paper bag with a tag. In fact, this paper bag is really memorabilia. It's memorabilia from my trip to our local lake, which is called Norwich, and we have a beautiful apothecary garden there, medical garden, phyto garden, whatever. So there is, and I bought some tea in it. This is one seed shaker with flowers and sequins and seeds and so on, and a die cut. Okay, and a paper clip which I covered with alcoholic inks. And this is the composition of handmade paper. This is my handmade paper that I keep making. This one I have made not so long ago. And a collage with stamped images, die cuts, a tea bag, and anything. And mossy, yes, a lot of mossy paint here. Okay, this is an envelope from one of my friends of childhood, childhood friends, and I remember we kept, you know that probably you as well kept writing real letters, paper letters, and I have a big collection of these with some botanical die cuts and decorations. And 2 cards that go here, but you can add anything else. Paper page from my university book, register book, and one more plastic tag with plants and a piece of handmade paper, and you can see that it's fixed to one more paper clip with dry pressed plant, and this one is used in the frame, die cut frame, which is used as kind of pocket as well. And yes, like this. Let me fix it well. One more piece of handmade paper with flowers in that, and collages with die cuts, with lace, with all the types of texture and different types of paper, fabric, and anything, and actually feelings and senses that you can please. This is a page from the dictionary, Russian English dictionary, and actually it has the second side which can be easily used for writing. And this is the needle of the first signature, coffee dyed paper, dictionary page, and a nice page from the old copybook, and you can see that this is Russian alphabet, written alphabet, handwriting. This one is interesting. This is a collage with all the techniques and types of paper, as well as with vellum die cut. But this one is really fun. I will probably make larger pictures. This is covered with as far as I remember, I covered it with some, let me see, distressings. And after that I covered them with Tim Holtz crackle effect, glossy accent, yes, and it was crackle accent. The effect is nice, really nice, and I'm going to make a couple of videos on showing how you can actually alter and decorate the die cuts, and how you can make chipboard from your die cuts. This is the dried pressed plant piece that is fixed to the page, sealed actually on it, and some tiny collage piece where you can write something or add some picture. One more shaker. This is just set of 3 different types of plants. or even 4. I can see seeds of 2 plants and eucalyptus leaf, which is nice. As well, put a picture, write your notes, and add some picture here. This is actually the second side of the same envelope, which is used for the signature cover, and one more collage with stamping on paper, on tracing paper this time. Vellum. It's like I have so many different types of this stuff, so it's sometimes difficult to realize what's that. And you can write there as well. I'll put a picture. This is a bookmark, tiny bookmark with some seeds. In fact, there are 2 or 3 types of seeds. I pick all my seeds myself in the woods, when I have walks in meadows, or from my garden. These are all from there. And believe me, you know, I when I started picking the seeds, I understood how amazing they can look actually. This is a tiny tag which is added to this Botanical chipboard, and this is one of the pages, and one more, as you can see, die cut, which was made into a chipboard and covered with mossy, but this time it's plush. It makes this a velvet effect. You probably have heard about velvet powder. This is it. It's also used to decorate the plants. Die cuts, fussy cut images, and fussy cut images, die cuts, and a lot of vellum and pieces of cork as well. And by the way, I haven't yet shown it. This is also a pocket page, paper bag in fact, and here is the collection, the assortment of elements that can be used separately or as one composition. Fussy cutting, die cutting, brads, lace, one more type of handmade paper, another sort of it. Some old music sheets, and this is probably the collage that some of you might have seen already. Oh, it's very naturally looking, natural lace, like cotton lace. This is a wooden piece, a piece of twig, and this is a shaker, one more type of seed shaker, and there are so many different types of seeds, like really many different types of seeds. And this is made of a triangle or pyramid tea bag. You know, it turned out to be perfect for that. And this one is a piece of bark peeled off, probably some fir tree, yes, and I added some mossy effect here. Brads, stamping, collaging techniques, a lot of stuff. And if you can see that this is the page from the base of the page is made of the page that I took from an really old vintage photo album. It used to be my family album, but there were very few pictures there, and the album was loose. It was falling into pieces. So I decided the paper is really nice, and I left even old photo corners here. This is actually, as many parts here are made with cork and with bark. I added a tag that I die cut from one of the botanical books, Russian botanical books. And wow, one more shaker. This time it's also with seeds, and just you can touch it and also enjoy the textures. And this is a nice pendant in the form of a leaf with very nice worn and torn shape. Some maybe stamp pad, or I just don't remember something, yes, it's pins. These were pins here, and you can use it as a tag and an envelope for it. This is a collage made with the piece of fabric with a print on it, with a botanical print, and an assortment of die cuts of all the different types, and you can see all different types of die cuts, and a little bit of a tea bag, and a little bit of an old envelope. Actually, this is probably, no, that's probably the different envelope, another one, not the one that we used in the first page, on the first page, and different types of brown paper, written paper. And one more collage, and I already posted the pictures of it, and I filmed the process, but I didn't film the additional decorations that I added. And I added this plastic chip or plastic topper as that I also have shown in one of my tutorials how I made them. And I added some moss here as well. And this is handmade paper, die cuts, just printing everything. And we are getting there. One more pocket page at the end of the second signature. This one can be used for anything. Actually, you can put something here. It can be used as a photo mat. And this one as a tiny pocket or holder where you can put notes or bigger pieces. This is a piece of black tea box. But why I'm putting it here, first of all, it's with mint, like peppermint. The second is Kali Laska. This is the native Belarusian equivalent of please. The last page is also already, it has already been featured in one of my videos. And this is a piece of cork that you can see here. One more interesting thing is about this die cut. This die cut, well, it is also covered with glossy accent. First of all, I dyed it with, let me see, distress inks, and then glossy accent, and you can see this marvelous effect, and it's very big and just nice. And a couple of tags as well. Old mats. How come I didn't see this? I will definitely peel off these pieces. I like the paper tags go torn but naked without any plastic. And this is one pocket or pocket, let's be. And this is a place where you can keep your pencil or a twig if ever you consider collecting and picking one. That's it. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked it, and I hope it inspired you and reminded you of the forest, of the beautiful place, natural resort, or anything, or even your garden, or even your pot flowers. Just anything that makes you feel happy and sweet and a little bit relaxed. Thank you for watching. Take care and bye-bye.